Welcome back, YouTube. So we have a major announcement here that has the potential to change a lot of things and even the direction and even the near future for Dogecoin. And of course, I'm talking about the Twitter integration that Elon Musk is applying for. We're kind of going to go over that, and then we're also going to take a look at the charts to see, because this is already starting a divergence between Bitcoin's price action today and Dogecoin's price action. And Dogecoin having utility is going to do just that over the long term. It won't be completely dependent on what the shorts are doing or how much institutional money is coming into the market. The holders of something being used for a currency on a mass level will have more control over the asset. Let's take a look here at the statement that came out today, and then we'll dive a little bit into how this is going to help Dogecoin just be used on a large scale as a payment, and also how it'll help the price increase and how easily this can help the price increase. So it says Twitter and Elon Musk are now working on a payment system that will support accepted cryptos with crypto functionality embedded into it. According to a report in the Financial Times, citing sources, the payment feature will support fiat currencies to start with. Neither Musk nor Twitter confirmed the development. So keep it out there, but we know that this is something that's been underway for quite some time. Mr. Tweet has apparently instructed developers to build the platform's payment system. Twitter has been teasing about bringing payments to its platform as Musk wants it to become an everything app like China's WeChat. There's another thing down here. The biggest part of this is the utility is going to come from, obviously, people being able to buy or purchase things, probably even something like Twitter Blue with Dogecoin. But the biggest thing is the fact that they're applying for a wallet as well. We've seen a few major people come into this space. I believe JP Morgan did a few months ago, last year. And we see that this is a highly likely that this is going to be the case with Twitter as well, which will prevent that whole lending for shorts thing and just kind of a lot of the manipulation that we're seeing here. Unconfirmed rumors also emerged that Twitter was working on a wallet prototype that would support crypto deposits and withdrawals. And I made a video, I think a couple of years ago, actually, when Elon actually was talking about, you should own your own keys and stuff like that. So I know he's an advocate. I know he knows how that works. And I know he's a believer in owning your own key. So I think that is something that he will have in the development for the coins ultimately, so that you're not, worrying about an exchange going bankrupt or somebody spending all the money and running off to the islands and stuff like that. So I think that this will be a great segue for Dogecoin to just literally just kind of gain its independence here and be used for what it was designed for on a major scale. So let's talk about how this actually works. So if you do the math, roughly with the current amount of Dogecoin, the current amount of holders based off of the wallets and stuff like that, it's actually not a lot of coins that's needed not a lot of coins in existence to actually put a strain on the supply. I believe I did the math. It's roughly around $1,700 per holder. That would put it at zero. And that's only at the 4 million wallets that we have right now. So obviously, if we had more users, or if more users were using it because it was convenient or something like that on Twitter, or we got X amount of Twitter holders to hold like $50 worth of a Dogecoin in their wallets, you can see very quickly how there will be very little wallets, very little Dogecoin available on the exchanges. So what does that do for the price? That increases the price dramatically. That's supply and demand, literally one-on-one. And of course, the price to short Dogecoin will increase dramatically because it won't be so readily available. And the whole risk factor increases the price to actually short Dogecoin. Exchanges that have Dogecoin in large amounts, i.e. like Robinhood, they'll either be strapped on their supply, or they'll have to have some in like reserves for any of like the market swings. I know Vlad said they don't lend it, but if you want to believe that, that's up to you. They will have to raise the supply on that, or literally just increase their reserves as far as for the amount of coins that they have on hand, so that they don't get like margin called or get a run on the markets here and have to kind of pull the plug, which we've seen before in Dogecoin during the initial run up. So All in all, this all points to a massive run up in the not only the price of Dogecoin, but also an increase in the utilization of Dogecoin. And this is kind of what we've been looking for as a community. This is a really big deal. And I think that if we are able to capture just a small percentage of Twitter users to actually use Dogecoin, it's going to be absolutely huge and monumental for the coin's longevity and for price action. And let's take a look here at the charts to kind of get an idea of like that divergence that I was speaking of earlier. So this is shorts here, not much. Have been increasing a little bit over the few days, but not that those crazy spikes that we were seeing when Elon initially purchased Twitter. So this is the shorts that we've seen when Elon purchased Twitter. So when that announcement comes out that Twitter payments is ready to go, expect something like that. But you can also expect something like that on price action, probably even greater because this is the purchase of Twitter on price action that we've seen. So this is the divergence that we're seeing here because a good staple point for us to even break trend and even consider retesting this 1118 mark is going to be roughly like the 948 to 95 mark. We're currently at 934. We got a strong candle upwards here, which is really great. I made a video yesterday talking about we have about 48 hours to kind of gain momentum or catalyst to come out to strengthen this support here because it's actually been getting weak. This is a bearish candle here. We got a slight rejection off of the our previous trend bar, and the volume and everything was declining. That's why I said we have around 48 hours. Same thing for Bitcoin. And the catalyst will be, the thought was that everything was waiting on the Fed on Wednesday to kind of get an idea of general market macros before money was coming in. So, but Dogecoin has broken away from that just because of the news that's happened today. So it doesn't mean that it can't consolidate or anything like that. But this is what I mean by when you have these individual catalysts, it's going to break trend with what's going on in the market. Because look at Bitcoin here. We have almost the exact same candle, but it's red and it's heading down, and we actually dropped below $23,000 while Dogecoin is increasing. So this is very good for the overall price of the coin, the overall health of the coin. And we can take a look here at the overall win for the day, and we'll get an even broader idea of what kind of day the assets kind of racked up. So we'll see market cap on the day down 3.3%. For Bitcoin, Doge is up 5.9% on the day. So let's take a look here at top 10. The day 5.9%. Binance is up barely. Tether's up barely. Yeah, so in the top 10, Doge is obviously the biggest winner today. Even for the week. So 0.6%. So even XRP slightly. Well, this is the hour, excuse me. Where's the week? 4.5%. Yeah, on the week too. Polygon has etched its way in there with 7.6, but Doge has been doing well. So this is an idea. Let's take a look here at volume coming in. Overall, I think this will kind of give us an idea as well. So Doge in the last 24 hours, roughly about 1.2 billion, almost 1.3 billion. So yeah, we're definitely building strength here, and this is going to be something that we can kind of expect going forward. So it's not saying that we're going to be immune to any of the cycles or what happens on Wednesday is not going to matter, but you're getting an idea of the positioning that you have yourself in right now prior to this announcement coming out with Twitter. Honestly, you can't make any guarantees with that, but if you couple Twitter utilization, a strain on the supply, the lack of a sensibility from brokerages, because i.e., as a community, we should be removing our coins into our own wallets anyway. But ultimately, if you're going to keep it on something like a Twitter or Elon Musk wallet, I do believe that he'll design it in a way where you'll have your keys on there as well. So we're talking about a large proportion of the actual coins that will never return to exchanges. It'll be very unlikely that it'll return to exchanges. If they do remove it from Twitter, it'll probably be to their own wallet. So this really puts a strain on the available supply. So it's, again, just simple supply and demand that you're going to see that price appreciation. That's why I titled this changes everything. This is a huge catalyst for Dogecoin. It's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. And I'm very excited for the near future and the developments of crypto, especially on this next cycle. So if this can all get done before this next bull run, this will be a static and a great setup for the future. Let me know what you think about the Twitter wallets, this whole integration in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. If you like anything I had to say, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with a friend. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.